Hello and welcome. We're going to be discussing project today.
If you just ask to cancel an alarm, there are
Hello,
none set.
hello, Aaron.
Hi Matthew. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good afternoon.
So,
Good afternoon.
I'm going to be recording this for our team, and
Sure.
we might have some other people joining us today.
Okay.
So, I have quite a bit to talk about here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing a screen share now. So tell me a little bit about your experience with Microsoft Project to see maybe what you might be able to help us on.
Okay. Okay. I have been into like 14 years of experience, and altogether, since 2003, I am into Microsoft Project Server when it was not an online version. So then 2007, since almost from 2006 or 7 onwards, I am into Microsoft Project. So I have been a consultant for various organizations like IBM Technologies, Tech Mahindra, Satyam Computers, and then my last was Cognizant Technologies, wherein I have been a purely full-fledged techno-functional consultant for Project Server. We had a very big team, so wherein I have been leading the team, so delivered multiple projects for Abbott Pharmaceuticals, Pfizer's, and Miller Coors, and as well as for IHG. Yep.
Okay, great. Well, I doubt I can send you anything that's going to be too complex for you then.
No. Microsoft project, I know about it.
Okay.
So,
Well, to give you a little bit of background on us, we have a for-profit division and a non-profit division, and most of our staff is very young and they have no Microsoft background at all. And I'm really the only Microsoft guy on the team that's been with Microsoft for 15 years. The rest of the team, they're less than 1 year experience with Microsoft. So with that in mind, though, they are young, they are very tech savvy, and they are getting various certifications, but all of this is brand new to them. The idea of running agile projects is new to them.
Okay.
And I would like them to start using more enterprise level practices when they're managing their crews. We have a few hundred staff all over the world, and each staff is ran by usually one guy that's a manager, and then he'll have 10 or 20 staff in person that he works with. And they all report back to me. So how they report back to me right now is chaos. And I want to fix that. So in Microsoft Project is going to be one of my solutions. We are an IT company on the for-profit division. So for the for-profit, I want to use Azure DevOps. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Okay. I know to some extent. Like I have worked not directly, but yeah, I have worked on when it was a TFS, Team Foundation Server.
Right.
Now they have moved it to, they call as Azure DevOps. But yeah, but not, it's not that tough. I just have to explore few things.
Yeah, I looked at some synchronization, and it looks like we can put projects on Microsoft Project, and it can automatically sync over to DevOps.
Yes.
I already have a developer. He's already set up DevOps for us. It already works. And my main IT guy, he knows it really well. He's running really big projects over there. It's running great. He's brand new to it. He might be 6 months on it. But I'm happy with that. What I'm not happy with is our project manager back at the office can't really see what he's doing because we want to pull his information over into Microsoft Project so she can see it. I don't want her to have to log into DevOps every day to see what he's doing.
Yeah, there is one integration option which I was going through it, and DevOps can easily be integrated with Project Online or Project Server, wherein the user stories are created on the TFS, and then those data can be integrated with the project plans which is there on Project Server. Which I see that it's there. I was trying to go through a few couple of virtual labs from Microsoft site. So, but I like last 1 year, 1.5 year, I am into Scrum Master role. So I have been working as a Scrum Master, managing teams and all those.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
Yeah, I
but I
have.
was exploring that one also, because these days DevOps is huge in lots of it's in huge demand these days.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, our main finances comes from our DevOps, so
yeah.
we need
Hmm.
that. And then, like you said, you've been doing Scrum Master. We have a lot of Scrum Masters in our company
Hmm.
right now, and they're using MS Planner. And
Okay.
MS
Hmm.
Planner just is not enterprise level enough for me. So
Hmm.
what I would like to do is come up with the 2-year timelines and the 2-year
Hmm.
budgets in Microsoft
Okay.
Project, and
Hmm.
then those budgets will automatically get synced to Microsoft Planner for the
Hmm.
Scrum Masters. I don't expect my Scrum Masters to even know what Microsoft Project is. I
Okay.
I only need maybe 3 staff on my entire company to know how to use
Hmm.
MS Project, whereas
Right.
all the rest of the managers, I expect them to be managing things out of MS Planner.
Okay.
Have you used
Okay.
Planner before?
Little bit, not much, because we were using Jira right now.
Okay.
Because these days organizations don't want to spend on those tools which are very costly.
Yeah, so we
So
use
that's
everything Microsoft. We love
okay.
Microsoft, and we're
Mm.
using Office 365. You could see on my
Mm.
dashboard here, we have all these
Yes.
different teams. And if I go
Mm-hmm.
into like this fruit hive here,
Okay.
I can click on it and I can go to, oh, where's my tasks? I don't see my tasks. Oh, yeah, I have to go to Tau. So we have different channels. Each channel
Mm-hmm.
has its own set of tasks. So I can go into the
Mm-hmm.
tasks here. And this just takes it into MS Planner. And we
Mm-hmm.
might be managing a dozen different staff just off of this one little planner area.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Okay.
really like it because it's integrated in with MS Teams. They can chat, they can comment.
Mm-hmm.
It's great for my actual staff. It's horrible for my management. So,
Mm-hmm. Yes, I can understand. But yes.
and then with my management as well, you can see here we have what's called a branding tracker. This is just an Excel file that we've made. And this is more of
Okay.
my long-term Gantt chart. And this will take about 3 years to put together. Let me scroll over and okay, so each one of these is a different company, and right now how this works, I just go in and click on this and put a period into it, and it turns it red. It's very,
Oh.
very primitive.
Yeah.
It's not tied in at all to our tasks, but essentially I want to move this Excel sheet into Microsoft Project and somehow turn all of these into 3-year-long Gantt charts, and then have the projects be synced. Like that one little box there should be a box inside tasks over here too.
It will be there. Yeah, it will come.
And
Because
that's
I have
what I
not
would like
worked.
you to help with.
Yeah, I have not worked on, to be honest, and with Planner I have not worked, but I know integration with TFS. Like in past, like one of my colleague, he established the TFS, so we did a connection with Microsoft project, so with TFS. But Planner, I don't know, but I can explore more on
Well,
this Planner.
it's built into the software. Nothing
Yeah.
that we're asking for is custom.
Mm.
Planner is made to get its tasks from project
Mm.
already. So
Mm.
and I can share the documentation with that of how that
Sure.
works. I just don't
Sure.
have
Sure.
I just don't have time to integrate all this. I'm so busy running the teams.
Yeah, I can understand. I was going through your profile.
I have a
Yeah.
lot going on, man.
Yes, yes.
And then I have a list here of the things that I would like to accomplish. So I've explained a little bit, and I want to explain just one more.
Okay.
So in our nonprofit, we're an education company, and
Okay.
we help people learn literally anything you can think of. We help them learn. We have the same student for 5 years, same student for 10 years, and we help them every step of their life through their career. So we have different goals here that they can achieve, whether they're wanting to lose weight, they're wanting to figure out their finances, maybe they want to learn how to dance. So I'm going to bring up the dance sheet and show it to you. And so I put over here all of my Excel sheets. I put them in one file folder. So if I go into the dance folder, this is just a simple Excel sheet, and it's laid out exactly like that last one I showed you. So this is my idea. I don't know if it'll work, but I would like it to. What I would like to have happen is when a student signs up with us, we have a new MS project that starts with them. And then this becomes like a student Gantt chart. Because these students, I've been a ballroom dance coach for 15 years, and a student will stay with us for 10 years. They stay a long time, and I want to treat that student like they're a multi-million-dollar project. That way we can, just for this one little box here, that might take a month to fill that box in. This might take a month, that might take a month. So you can see how many boxes they are. This is literally like, this is a year and a half of projects just here. And sometimes I hire and fire people. So say I fire people, I want the new person to come in and be able to see, okay, this is John. He has these boxes, those boxes, and this. But I'm pretty sure Microsoft Project can handle this if we make a template. And then for every student that starts, we just create a new project off of the template. And then we can assign their teacher as a resource to the project. I'm not familiar at all with Project.
I was about to ask you. No, that's what something which I was trying to ask you. Like if you consider one person as a project, so you have certain set of tasks, like predefined tasks. If those predefined tasks are there, we can create a project template, which will be a standard template. And whenever you get a new student, you can create a project plan using that particular template. And your teacher can be a resource to that particular project.
Yeah, and I want to use this in my sales. This is really important for my sales because I want to show them a year long or maybe even 2 years long inside Microsoft Project. I'm going to take a screenshot of whatever you put together for me, and then I'm going to show it to the student saying, we're here for you for 2 years, and we have a very beautiful technical system to track your progress, and we can bring on different coaches. We can assign more resources if we need to. It can track every single lesson they ever take. It can track the budget. I just think it's perfect for all the lessons that we have.
No, yeah, we can create like if that in that case, like suppose if I have to work with you to understand or with their coach, what are the set of activities they will be doing. Like suppose if it is dance, right, there will be certain steps, right? First lesson will be like suppose it is for 1 month. There will be certain name for that particular course for 1 month, right? So those set of tasks will be created. And once those tasks are created, we can assign that particular coach to that particular task. So that way we can track the progress.
Okay. So then as long as we can do it inside MS Planner, where like maybe only me, you, and one other person has access to Microsoft Project Online. But then as soon as we assign a teacher to this, that teacher can get 8 tasks that show up inside MS Planner for them. That would be great because this is hard software to learn. I don't want all my teachers, if they're a dance coach, they don't need to learn Microsoft Project. I think that's too complex for them.
No. What happens, like there is a team member license. one is project manager license, one is administrator, project manager, and then team member. So what team member can do, like a dance coach, he can act as a team member. Whenever you create a set of tasks assigned to him, with that particular dates, Microsoft project publish the assignment to that resources, to that teacher. So teacher every weekly he can submit like his hours. Okay, he can go there. It's just a simple go there, log in here, select the particular task, enter it, and it will automatically get it refreshed to the project plan, and you can see the progress.
Perfect.
So yeah, so that can be done. So only thing is that license cost. And now I forget how much is the license cost. So that team member license cost will be there to use it.
Yeah, that's
If
not a
you don't,
problem.
yeah, so that's it. So then that's an easy. He can submit his. If you don't want that, he should submit hours to particular task. He can submit hours to his timesheets. So like generally people submit timesheets, right? Okay, I work for 8 hours. I work for like suppose 4 hours for this particular task, 4 hours for non-administrative tasks. So those tasks are also get listed. If suppose there is a vacation, so vacation calendar can be created, and it will automatically gray out for that particular resource. So if he is on vacation, so those are the things which can be easily done. So you can see overall 360-degree view of your projects, of your resources, like what is real time it's going on.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. So have you worked with Microsoft Project Online?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because these days now what's with happening, earlier it was like in premises, so online version was not there, and on premises yeah, organization has to spend a lot on infrastructure. Then they need a dedicated support team to support that infrastructure, and they need level 1 and level 2 type level of supports, and all those cost a lot. So now they started, most of the organization has started Microsoft Project Online. This is the one wherein the infrastructure cost is not there. Only the people are needed to support the environment. So yeah.
Yes. So what you mentioned is exactly how we're running ours. We have the software, we have the personnel, and we don't really need the server cost. It's just all there online for us.
Yes.
And I like the desktop version. I really like the desktop version of Project.
Yes.
It's way better than the online version.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm pretty sure that you can sync both of them together so that I can be looking at it at my desktop, but then my other staff can be seeing it through the online interface.
Yes. It depends on the cost. Like
I don't care about the cost. I care more about the interface.
Yeah, desktop version is more powerful. It has a calculation engine which runs behind it, and it gives you all the set of more features available compared to the online version. You can have a desktop version, and you can sync up with this your project online, and automatically all the projects which are there, it will pull it up for you, and then you can browse those projects. You can open each and every project, do whatever you want to do, and then again publish it back to the project center. This is called project center. So it will come here.
Okay, so for us to move forward, I think working on those templates, like one is a dance template, one is, I just have a few different things that we teach in education. I have about 8 of them here, so I would want to make 8 templates.
Yeah.
That branding template that I showed you, I'd like to import it here, change it around, however. And then maybe we would have a complete different project online site depending on what the department is.
No.
Everything would show up here?
No. You don't need. If you want to separate, then you can separate it. We call instances. That is, instances can be separated, but you can create here a different set of departments. Okay, it's called organization breakdown structure.
My point is,
the different sets of departments will be created.
I'm going to have a dance manager, and I'm requiring my dance manager that's overseeing the entire dance studio, I want them to know Microsoft Project because they're going to be in charge of 100 students.
Yeah, no worries.
So when they're in charge of 100 students, I think it's fine for them to have 100 people right here in this center. But I don't want them to also see my creative agency. I don't want them to see the other departments.
No, that then it's a security schema is created. So wherein the organization breakdown structure has been created. So on the basis of that security schema, if the person is assigned to that particular security template, he will not be able to view the other security templates. Okay, where the resources or the projects are been assigned. So he will not be able to.
What if it's the same person? They're just, in the morning time, they are in the sales team, and at nighttime, they're dancing. But I still want them to use project both times.
Then he will be able to view both. If you give him both permissions, then he will be able to view both.
But can he separate it and filter it so his brain doesn't get confused?
He can filter it out. On top, there are various filters which can be created here. Okay, and on the basis of that filter, he can select that. Okay, but for this particular department, okay, when the moment he selects, only those projects will be listed down here.
Okay, sounds good. So what else would you need from me to understand the scope of this work before we talk about actually getting into it? Because I think I've shared a lot of what I want to accomplish here.
Yeah, it's not a small thing. First of all, like suppose if I have to work with you to understand what exactly the more in detail requirements. One is your profit organization, right? One is non-profit organization. Do you want to keep both on one project online instance, or do you want to make it separate? If you want to keep it in same, then it's a lengthy process. I need to define all the security templates. First, I will work on the admin side, then defining all those things. Then I will come towards the project center and then resource center side. So it's like
I just want to do the nonprofit for now.
Okay.
And we'll tackle the for-profit later. Another thing that we do in a nonprofit, we give students all over the world access to our for-profit information, and we let them play around on it. And that's actually part of what our nonprofit does. So even though it'd be a for-profit company, we do some of the nonprofit project management because it's actually students doing that work, and it's volunteers, and they mess up a lot, and then we take whatever they do and we kick it over to the for-profit company. And the for-profit company, it already has its own project management system, and I won't be integrating them into this.
Okay. No worries. We can do it. Then I have to work with you can let me know either I have to work with you, or there are other people assigned to all these separate line of business, or like yoga academy, life coaching. So all the sets of requirements are required to capture into the project online.
Yeah, I think it would only be me for these, helping you. I already made a list of all of the various Excel sheets that I want in there. And I don't even know if it's possible, like that branding tracker that I showed you. I don't know if it's easy to put this into Microsoft Project. You might have to change around how it looks or how it functions. But essentially, this is a company, and it has a website, and I just want to track our progress on that website. And that website's going to take us a year to finish. And these are each of the departments. So anyway, each spreadsheet kind of has its own thing going on for it. And you can see how we can migrate over to MS Project instead of my way.
Yes.
And we don't have to treat it all as one huge project. We can do it one by one. This definitely takes time. I'm not looking to get it done in a week.
It takes time.
I've had this process for years, and I'm just moving to a more enterprise method. So I'm excited to do it the right way, take our time at it, and make sure that everything rolls well.
Yes. No, it takes time because this particular one task will not be there, right? There will be a number of tasks underneath this one project. So those tasks need to be created, and then only you will be able to view all the sets of information.
Yeah, these are essentially sprints, if you're familiar with sprints. Each little box is like one sprint. So each box might even be 3 weeks worth of projects. There's actually a lot going on in one little box.
So it will be a 3 weeks of like a 3 week sprint. And sprint, do you want to track the sprint tasks also?
I do. We're not structured in the sense that it has to be, this isn't waterfall style where it's chaotic, but it functions really well. We're a creative, artistic company. People can work on whatever they want to work on at any time that they want. That's how we run our company. So I want them to be able to hop onto the projects and see what's possible, and I want them to help out anywhere they want to. So someone might do research, and if they do 3 weeks of research and they finish that sprint, then I want this box I want that to light up. Or I want, however it works in project, I want it to show a checkbox that it's done. And if someone else works on identity and they do that sprint and finish it, I want that box to be done. And then all I have to do is come on here and see the overall vision of what's happening.
Okay, then this identity, design, media, research, and all these are your milestones, right?
Yes, those are all milestones. And they each have like 5 miniature milestones inside of them.
Yes.
And it's
so
all
those
just...
those things needs to be captured in the project plan.
Are you familiar with MVPs?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we actually consider this MVP 1, MVP 2. Okay. That's actually what the box is. It's not actually sprints, they're actually MVPs. When we have something deliverable that's ready for the client, then we mark the box. That's MVP 1.
Okay, so that's the detail I need to pull it out. So I need to create first plan, then sprint if you want to do on DevOps. That is separate thing, because we need to structure a full-fledged project plan. Like these are like milestone. Then you said this is MVP. So to accomplish a MVP, also there will be couple of tasks, right? So those tasks needs to be captured. Then only you will be able to view the clear-cut picture, and you will be able to know where the team is lacking. So those things needs to be captured. And once the plan is updated, all the resources are done, then we can publish it to the project center. You can see all those details, the which you just opened. So it will be awesome. It will be published there.
And I also think each line here is its own project.
Yes. So I will consider this as the project name, the Tire Studio or...
okay, yes.
Yeah. So this is the project name. URL, just leave. These are the metadata information. These fields I can define in project online. Okay, same way. Okay, products. These on the left-hand side, these I can define it as a metadata information. And here these branding, UIX, and this can be also, I can categorize the project plans inside. Then these will be identity, design, media, research, website. These can be high-level milestones. And underneath, I need further down what are the test MVPs and what are their tasks.
So these are actually different departments in the company. These up here.
Okay.
Like if I scroll over, you'll actually see we have like a business legal department. So the branding department doesn't have the same kind of tasks as the legal department. But when we create a new project, I actually need multiple departments to get tasks backlogged.
But multiple department has a task for one single project, right?
Yes, and it's always the same. We make thousands of websites. It's always the exact same recipe of how we do it.
Yeah, no worries. We can create a template, so we can reuse those template. And if there is any, suppose one project has different set of tasks, so we can modify those particular project plan.
And then, is there an overview like this inside MS Project where I can see all the projects at once?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's exciting.
The project center which you opened it, that project center.
The blank one?
Yeah. Here, everything will be get published here.
Okay.
So there are different.
Okay, so it has the completion here. How many hours? Okay.
Yeah, so all these are all customized. Unfortunately, I just left my organization, so otherwise I would have shown you, because we have created it for like lots of my previous clients. So it's like So there are different sets of views available. Resource views is there, like you see on the left hand side. Resources are there. So that's all your enterprise resources.
Okay.
Okay, so those are the things. So yeah, it's everything is visible.
Okay. Well,
Unfortunately, I have to leave this Microsoft project because I'm right now in Canada. So in Canada, the demand is very less.
okay.
So
Well, we might have a lot of
in
work for
US,
you then, because
US there is like huge demand.
interesting. Just not very popular up there, huh?
Yeah, no. The Canada market is not that mature.
I see.
So they don't want to spend money. They don't want to use that, okay, so many resources, because these things require a dedicated resources. You know,
They
for
do. They do.
yeah,
It takes a lot of time to,
lots of time.
yeah, to get to the
Then
point that we're ready to use Microsoft Project. It's been a 15-year journey.
yes. Like my one of my one client for one client, I almost worked for 9 years. We moved from 2003 to 2016. Then I left that particular organization. So it's Applied Materials. It's a US based firm. It's in headquarters in San Jose, so Santa Clara. So they are using this Microsoft project for quite some time. Pfizer Pharmaceuticals is using. So I have been to their Groton office. Abbott Lab is using. All big organizations are using. They knows that the importance of this project.
Yeah,
From Microsoft.
it looks like it costs a lot up front, and even to bring someone like you on board to overlook, it looks like it costs a lot, but it really doesn't. Chaos
Yeah.
costs a lot.
Yeah. No, I just completed my assignment with Manulife Canada. It's an insurance firm. And they had a plan view, which is almost similar to Microsoft project, but they are using only for entering the timesheets. That's it.
Hmm.
They are not using for project planning and all. So they are using Jira, and Jira does not give a enterprise level of information.
It doesn't. Yeah, these startups that are using startup software, I just don't think they understand. They're hurting themselves more than they're helping.
Yes, so they said we don't get, the project manager and program manager say we don't get the information. I said you won't get the information from Jira. Jira is for only for team. So team knows the team are updating. You don't get all those type of information where exactly we are team is heading. So
I see. Well,
yeah.
we also use Dynamics 365 as our CRM. I don't know if that
Mm.
ties into Project any, but we get a lot of data back from that.
It can be. It all takes time. So because it's a Microsoft product, it can be easily integrated, but it takes time.
Okay.
So yeah, and that needs to be explored.
Okay,
So
well, I think for now that's all I wanted to discuss. Now that you understand this, if we can talk through even some email to put together some scope of works and budgets.
sure. Yeah.
I'm also sharing all of this with the public, so I don't want to discuss budgets right here today, right now.
Sure.
But I do think we went over a lot, and this is great material to show even just other startups that are moving into the
Yeah.
enterprise space what they need to be doing with their company too.
Yeah.
Is there anything
I
else?
agree.
Is there any other questions you had for me?
No, I think it's that's more than enough. I can. So then we can discuss further how we can start and all.
Okay. Well, I'll forward you this so you have a copy of
Sure.
it, and
Sure.
then we'll go forward from there. So I look forward to working with you.
Sure. Yeah. Pleasure will be mine. If you need more, I have my friends have started the organization back home in India, so they are fully full-fledged in it. If
Great.
that you need more expert level of, then we can involve those. It's down the line, but not right now. So
Great.
yeah, I love to work because I'm trying to find out the